Good morning and welcome to Resilience Wisdom, where we talk about tools, strategies, and wisdom that we can utilize to strengthen our body and strengthen our mind and just be more adaptable to navigate life and all challenges that we may encounter in life. And today I want to talk to you and get real close. Today I want to talk to you about the most important question that you'll ever ask yourself each and every single day. Let me break it down for you guys. So, the most important question you'll ever ask yourself each and every single day is this: what is it that is within my control, and what is it that is outside of my control? And if you're able to focus all of your attention and all of your energy and focus all of that into what is within your control, you will be able to utilize and be the most effective that you can be at creating change in the moment, in the present, that will yield and ultimately give you the best possible outcome in the future. Now, this concept of in this question comes from the idea of the dichotomy of control, which is a stoic concept that comes to us by stoic philosopher Epictetus. Epictetus was a philosopher that lived about 2,000 years ago, and he was in Roman times, and he educated Roman children and Roman royalty of back then, and his teachings and wisdom has been passed down from generation to generation, from 2,000 years ago to now, and we are going to talk about it because we are going to utilize this very question and apply it in our lives to strengthen our body and strengthen our mind and the way that we perceive the world around us so that we can be the best version of ourselves. So the question again is, every single day when you wake up, you should consider, meditate, and think about this very question. What is it that is within my control, and what is it that is outside of my control? Now, every morning when I wake up, I'm not really an early morning person. I don't wake up with a smile on my face. I'm not truly the most positive as soon as I wake up in the morning. I'm actually quite negative, and I focus completely on all of the wrong things. I focus on all of the imaginary troubles that are in the future, all the to-dos that I have to complete, all of the items on my list, all of the potential catastrophic scenarios that I might encounter in my life, at work, in general. And this, unfortunately, is something that most human beings encounter, because as a human being, all of us have or tend to have a negativity bias. We tend to think about the future, tend to think about life from a perspective that is, to a certain extent, biased towards the negative. And the reason for this, that is normal. That's the first thing I want to say. If you have a negative perspective, or you have a bias towards thinking about things in a slightly more negative way or pessimistic way as opposed to a more optimistic way, don't feel bad about that. That is absolutely normal, and most human beings have this tendency to have a negativity bias. And you shouldn't feel ashamed of this. That's the first thing that we have to talk about. You have to accept that the things that you think about and who you are and having this sort of mindset that might be slightly negative is completely normal, it's completely okay, but it doesn't mean that because you have a negativity bias that you have to or you will be negative as a result of that. So let me talk to you about how we can utilize and meditate on this concept of the dichotomy of control, and meditate on this question of understanding what is within our control and understanding what is outside of our control. And we can utilize this concept and meditate and apply it in our lives to yield the best possible scenario, best possible results in our own lives. Now, every day when I wake up, like I mentioned before, I tend to have a negativity bias towards my day, and a negative perspective about the things that I have to do throughout my day. And what I do, I have a process every morning when I wake up, that I implement in my life to combat that sort of negativity bias that I encounter. And what I do is every morning I wake up, I meditate or think about this question of what is within my control and what is outside of my control. And once I identify what is within my control, I try to focus my energy and attention in doing the things that are completely within my control. And I try my very best to let go of the things that are, they may affect me, they may be external influences, but ultimately I don't have any control over what those things are. So I try to let go of those things. And one of the things that I do every single morning to get myself into the right mindset is that I'll get up, I'll drink some hot water, usually with a lemon, sometimes not, and I'll immediately start doing something physical. And what I like to call it is actionable gratitude. It's being grateful for the body that I have and strengthening this body, and being grateful for the fact that I can do these things. So every morning I wake up and I'll work out. Typically, I'm very into kettlebell training right now, so I have challenged myself to do 500 kettlebell swings every single day. So I'll do the 500 kettlebell swings. I'll hydrate. I'll drink some protein, and then I'll go for a 4-mile run. Something that I've been doing every single day for, I don't know, for a long time. It's just part of my morning routine. So I'll go for my 4-mile run. I just like to be outside. I like to breathe fresh air. I like to, take a run around the neighborhood, just be outside. It helps me get out of my own head and understand that there's a bigger world out there outside of my own mind, and that I need to be the best that I can be so that I can serve the world and be a positive influence in the world and be a person of good character out there in the world, because it's not about me. It is about making a difference and being a positive influence in the world and in how you navigate life. So that is my morning routine. Then I usually come back, take a shower, eat some food, etc., and then I'm off to work. And that is my morning routine. That is a thing that I do every single day to get myself into the right mindset. So when I wake up in the morning, I immediately go into actionable gratitude, being grateful for this body that I've been given, thinking about the things that are most important by concentrating and meditating on the question that Epictetus called the most important question that every single person will ever ask themselves every single day, which is understanding and asking yourself, what is it that is within my control and what is it that is outside of my control? And then focusing all your energy, all of your power, all of your ability, all of your concentration, all of your actions into what is within your control, into that present moment, into the actionable steps that you can take right now in this very moment. Now, in conclusion, I want to leave you with this thought. Just remember, if you project yourself to when you're 80, 90, 100, 110, whatever it may be, and you're laying down on your deathbed and you think back on your life, that person, that 80-year-old person, that 90-year-old person, that 100-year-old person is going to remember this specific time in your life right now as the greatest time of their lives. They're going to wish they could go back in time and have the troubles that you're having right now, the ups and downs of life, the ability to work out every single day, to go for that run, the ability to move like you can move, the vitality that comes with youth, and the vitality that comes through just being this person that you are right now, because they may not have that ability, and all they will have is the memories of that life that they used to have. So just meditate on that. Remember that when you wake up every single day, and think about your life as it progresses throughout time, because it will help you focus on what's most important, which is the moment that you're living right now. Right now. So to summarize, I want you guys to understand it is okay to have a negativity bias. Don't beat yourself up because you tend to think about things in a negative light. It is okay. Human beings have a negativity bias. What is not okay is to allow yourself and that negativity bias to dictate the way you live your life and the kind of person you are and your character and the kind of influence you have in the world. Your influence should be positive. The kind of person you develop yourself to be should be a person of good character. And you have control over that because you can create, like I do, programs, strategies in your life to get you to the right mindset by exercising, by meditating and thinking about this particular question, by understanding the human limitations, the negativity bias, and having structure strategies to combat those things so that you can focus your mind into taking actions on the right things and progressing through life, being a positive influence in the world at large. So I'm curious to hear from you. What are some strategies that you utilize in your day to get you to create the right mindset, the right sort of positive perspective that helps you navigate life? I'm curious if you have any sort of morning routines, any morning activities that you implement, or any meditations that you do either in the beginning of the day or the end of the day to get you to a better mental state, better physical state, and to help you understand the larger picture in life and help you become the best version of yourself. Please write it down in the comments below. Share with everyone that is watching these videos. I hope that you're learning and applying some of the information that we're sharing here, because information without application is absolutely useless. This is why we're here. We're here so that we can learn these strategies and implement them in our lives and create a positive difference and positive change, not only in our lives, but then share what we've learned and become a positive influence in the world. That's my mission, that's my goal, and that's what I hope to do with these videos and this information that I'm sharing with everyone. So thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, much love. Thank you.